I know you can't talk about specifics, but just general as an overall experience. I think sometimes when you have a big hit with something, there's an expectation that the sequel is going to be just exactly the same again. Do you feel that this is going to be a different experience for fans overall?
For sure. Yeah.
Everyone dies.
What's up? Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and Snapchat. That is one of the requirements for the giveaway. Remember, you don't got to do all of them, but if you do one or the other, you still participate. We're giving away 8 copies in total. And those that decide to follow all the steps, such as not only subscribing to the channel, but also social media like Instagram and Snapchat, you get your chance to enter for the collector's edition. With that being said, more information will be in the description. Check us out and peace out. I don't know, fucking stay tuned. It all started with Nolan North spilling the beans. I'm just kidding, guys. Alright, before I even play the interview where Troy Baker, aka Joel, and Nolan North, aka Nathan Drake, aka David in The Last of Us 1, which I'm telling you he's going to be back for part 2. I'm not taking that statement back. I know for a fact he's going to be back, but we'll save that for another video. Before I play that video, I'm going to narrate for just a quick 15-20 seconds what it is that we had up to this point that stated and confirmed, or it was technically speculation, but really it's confirmed at the end of the day, that the game would be coming out in 2018. First of all, Neil Druckmann stated he was working on a project, and at the time it was not announced, but it is now confirmed that he was referring to The Last of Us 2. This was back in 2014. Nolan North, aka Nathan Drake, aka David in The Last of Us, spilled the beans back in 2015, 1 year later, that they were working on The Last of Us Part 2. And then he was forced to lie about it, because Naughty Dog does that. It's just tactics and making sure that in case there are any hiccups in the process, we don't get all the fans' hopes up and then let them down. But it was confirmed. Game Informer, that was leaked in 2016. At the time, it could not be proven, but now all the information that has come out has been linked and confirmed to be correct. Gustavo Santaolalla, the music composer from Part 1, confirmed that the game would be released in 2018 on an Argentinian radio station. And the list goes on. So at this point, guys, if you don't believe me or if you didn't believe me, here's the confirmation. The following interview is over 20 minutes long. I'm going to be including a separate URL in the description where if you wish to see the whole thing, you can click it. The video will be listed as unlisted, so only people with the link will have access to it. So again, if you want to see the full interview, go to the description and click on the URL. With that being said, I'm going to play a specific clip out of the whole interview where Troy Baker and Nolan North were asked to give some details about The Last of Us 2 without giving away anything regarding the storyline. Troy Baker proceeds to say that they are done with the development and now they are in the stage of playtest. For those of you who do not know, credit goes to this Reddit user, but playtest is essentially that when a game is done, they have to review the game mission by mission, making sure there are no, bugs or glitches that are crucial or detrimental to the release of the game. AKA, they just want to make sure the game is good to go. But in terms of production and development, they are completely done. Take a look at the clip, it's very short, but believe me, there's a hidden and very, very meaningful and important message behind those quick 5-10 seconds.
Neil writes honestly. He asks us to perform honestly. And ultimately, all we want to do is make a game that we want to play. So if we can do that, then I think everyone's going to be happy with it. But so far, it's a fantastic story, man. It's a fantastic game. We just finished a playtest. It's looking awesome. I can't wait for it to be on shelves.
I know you can't talk about specifics, but just general as an overall experience. I think sometimes when you have a big hit with something, there's an expectation that the sequel is going to be just exactly the same again. Do you feel that this is going to be a different experience for fans overall?
For sure. Yeah.
Everyone dies.
Well, you guys heard it from Troy Baker himself. They are apparently already done with the playtest. In order for someone to be even initiated or to start the process of a playtest, the game has to be fully developed. Further than that, they're done with the playtest. So, like I said, guys, the game has been worked on for a lot longer than people think, and a lot of people fall into this illusion or loop that they believe that what Naughty Dog releases is 100% truth. And in terms of information for the game, well, of course, they're the only ones that are working on the game, therefore they're the only ones with actual information. But in terms of telling the public when the game is coming out, it's all marketing tactics. You know, back in 2016, when Neil Druckmann said, hey, The Last of Us 2 is in very, very early development, so it's not going to be coming out for a while. That might be true, but he's not going to tell you we've already been working on it for this amount of years. It just comes to show, guys, that these companies are willing to say what they have to say to make sure that they are on a safety net. You know, if anything goes wrong in the production of the game, and we have millions of people that are expecting the game to come out at a certain year, you know, why would a company not have that safety net and then just go ahead and say, hey, we're still a long way to go, just to make sure that we don't get people's hopes up, so then they're not let down in case the game needs to be postponed. It's common sense, really, guys. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and again, I'm going to have the full interview. There's a lot of information for The Last of Us 2 that you guys might enjoy. I'm going to place the video as unlisted just because it's not really a video where I commentate. So if you want to check it out, make sure to go to the description. Other than that, let's see if we can get this to 1,000 likes now that we know that The Last of Us 2 is actually completely done. At this point, they could very well just release it onto any GameStop. I'm just kidding. It takes a few months to get to that point. But in terms of production, it's done. In terms of playtest, it's done. The game is fully done. So yeah, at this point, like, I don't even know what to tell the haters. Make sure to participate in the giveaway. Follow me on my social media like Instagram and Snapchat. I'm going to have them in the screen and also in the description. And get yourselves a copy of the collector's edition for The Last of Us 2. Stay tuned, guys, and peace out.